Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have for today, Aries, is the Seven of Cups, but it's in the reverse for you. Seven is kind of an energy of assessment, and Cups is the water element. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio are the water elements. Now it's in the reverse for you. Over here, if you see the picture, this is a very beautiful deck. It has like different creatures, like animals on each of the energy cards. And here this dog, this cute little dog, actually it's like a grown-up dog, is looking at the Seven Cups, right, floating right above it. And there's a bone, and there's kind of attractions, of course. I mean, it's going to be different for each one of you. But there's money, there is pride, there's achievement, there's danger in each of these cups out here, like different things in different cups, right? And, sometimes we kind of get a lot of options that tempt us, that kind of confuse us. But here for you, it's in the reverse, which means that the confusion is gone and you already have picked a cup. You know which one is real, which one you want to move forward with. And I feel that after narrowing, or putting your, narrowing your options, than betting on one choice, like choosing one choice, I feel that you're ready to commit to that option. And Seven of Cups, in general, in the upright, is a little bit of it testing energy by the universe. Like, are you still confused, or have you, decided, have you fixed your mind where you want to commit your time and energy into, and that's the commitment level or the decision or the choice, which I feel you've already gone through the test and you've made up your mind now. So with the Seven of Cups, over a period of time, the kind of choice or the path that we want to move forward with kind of gets clearer, with every passing day, because we kind of keep circling back to the same thing. It's like, for example, if you have a company that you want to go join and you have like 7 different offer letters or 6 different offer letters or even 2-3 offer letters, your heart kind of keeps wanting to go to a specific project or a specific company. It may not be the money that's alluring, may not be the title which is alluring, maybe it's the work which is alluring, maybe it's a location which is alluring, but something that you keep going back to is the one that you are ready to move forward with. Similarly, if it's a business idea or a side gig, maybe you had several options, but now you've narrowed it down to one. Maybe this is homes. You want to buy a home and you've selected a few neighborhoods and now you're narrowing it down to one. So there is narrowing it down to committing to one, choosing one. That's the undertone of this energy. So a less scattered, more fixed, in your choice. And I feel that even in the day-to-day, I feel that you're making up your mind really fast because every day we're presented with choices. So this is also an energy where you know exactly, where to go. So I feel that you're listening to your heart, your mind, your experience is telling you how to filter through a lot of options, even without trying things. It's like you've been there, you've done that. So now you don't have a problem, even if 100 things are presented to you, even in the, in the day-to-day, like if you have to go to a store and you're presented with 100 different ideas, you already know which one is your item because you've tried everything, you've seen it does not work, you've seen the one that works for you specifically. And it's going to be different for each one of you, right? Because every style doesn't suit us, every product doesn't suit us. So you already know your body, your body type, what works for you and what doesn't over a period of time. You've already been working through these options and now you know what is for you and what's not for you. Even in the day-to-day selection, I feel that even if you're online shopping, you know which one will fit you, which one will suit you, which style you want, and you're able to filter through the options or the trends because you know your body type or you know your hair type or you know your style type or whatever type, of items that you buy that suit you and your flavor or your style is the one that you're gonna stick with. The next card you have, Aries, is the Sun Spirit. Now, Sun is entering into Leo, which is, the Leo season, of course, and year is your sister fire sign. So definitely the energies are picking up further than it says here. Vitality, life force, energy, quickening, that's translated through into action. And because there is only one of you in all time, the expression is unique. So further, it says here, the sun is a, what is that? The center of our universe, right? So Aries, this is like, it's either you, it's like the sun energy, right? It's the vitality, it's the natural glow, it's the enlightenment, it's the clarity, clear decisions, confidence. For some of you, this could be, actually the summer months where sun is at its peak, could be some events, some celebrations, something you have planned for, the ongoing summer months, some events and things like that. But otherwise, sun is also the energy of like a spotlight, you being seen, some kind of leadership energy out here. You might be stepping into leadership positions or creative positions because sun is the ruler of Leo, which is an energy of generosity, of giving, of spotlight on the stage, confidence, and things like that. So for some of you, this definitely could be stepping into leadership positions. Some of you could be taking to more yellow colors, yellow colors, pins in the house or items in the house or yellow flowers for some of you. But a very good, positive, generous, radiant time for you. Just be mindful because, the sun energy also relates to our spine, our heart, and all heart burns actually. So be mindful of what you're eating. Now, sun energy is also related to 5th house, right? Because sun is exalted in your sign. So there is creativity. There is also children. For some of you, this could be related to children. You could be working in childcare centers or some creative and some projects in regards to children. You could be teachers and things like that. But this is a positive time to shine your light. People could be recognizing you for the qualities, for the skills you have. You could be standing out in several ways, maybe at work, maybe in your neighborhood, in community. This could also be, for some of you, this could be in the media. You could be popping off in the media or getting chance to perform on stage or, present yourself on stage. You could be, in any areas that has a lot of visibility. So I do feel like, this is a very positive, uplifting, high energy vibe for you, Aries. And the last card you have for today, Aries, is the North Star. So there is beautiful aurora lights in the picture. And it's a night energy, right? And night energy, there is moon, which is shining. So it's all about, paying attention to your own intuition, your own inner voice. Stars shine at the night. So of course, nighttime energy. So some of you could be journaling. Some of you could be thinking a lot about your goals, your visions at nighttime. And that's the energy which is needed, before we take the next steps in the next day. This is an energy of planning things, of knowing where you're going, of taking the steps based on where the destiny is calling at you. So North Star, again, is like our future forward direction, right? Like choosing a path where to go. And for you, Aries, Saturn is retrograding. And Saturn retrograde means it makes you, that energy go inward and ask yourself, like, this is exactly what you need. And 7 of Cups, I feel, in the reverse is that direction that you're picking in. Saturn retrograde will have that pull inwards. Like, listen to your voice, listen to your soul's voice. Like, which direction do you want to head into? And that's the North Star. That's the direction which is pulling at you because it's destined for you. And that's why you're able to see the path with the sun illumination, the energy that the sun is giving you, the excitement, the vitality. It's the yes energy, right? It's the yes, it's the winning kind of energy. It's the excitement, the passion energy. That's what the sun does. So that energy, that direction that you're passionate about is pulling you forward with all the forces, kind of aligning your next actions, your path with your destined path. Further, it says, now you're facing the future with excitement as you follow your dreams and embrace your passions in life. So your dreams, your passions, whatever it is, you're moving forward full steam, because the path has been illuminated. Maybe you were confused. Maybe you had several options. Maybe you were pulled and pushed in different directions. But I feel that now things are streamlining for you, Aries. It says here, you are directed to your life's purpose. So you have been aligned in a way that is your life purpose. And I feel that, the path or the activities and the things that you get pulled to in a day is your calling, is something that you're meant to work on. You're meant to walk that path. It's just that, even before we kind of put in the energy, I feel this nighttime, this aurora lights is also a reflective energy. Like you work in the day and you reflect at night, like, are things going exactly like you wanted to? Or is this the path for sure you want to pursue? And I feel that with the North Star energy, you're getting your answers. Like, yes, this is the path that, that's calling at you. This is the path that you're meant to walk on. So a North Star is like your inner compass right now, which is directing you in that direction forward. So Aries, those were your messages and hope they resonated with you. Now, moving on to the sign of Leo. So the first card for today you have here is the Two of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse for you. Now, Two of Pentacles, if you see the picture, this is like an animal-themed deck. So over here, we have this, duck. Yeah, it looks like a duck. So this duck has these two pentacles that it's trying to juggle. Pentacles is the earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Earth are the earth elements. And if you see in the upright, this duck is standing on an egg, a large eggshell, right? So now in the reverse, of course, the energy shifts a little bit. Where Two of Pentacles is like being pulled and pushed in different directions, trying to balance so many things. Here, the reverse energy is, I feel, asking you to narrow down the things. Narrow down whatever you're juggling, like too many commitments, cut it out. So I feel that that's the process that you're in right now, Leo. You're trying to space out your day, with lesser number of tasks, lesser commitments. You're trying to restore balance. Maybe you were doing too much and it was exhausting you. So I feel that you're no longer, going to juggle so many tasks. You're going to prioritize the things, the tasks, the items, the commitments that's really a value to you. It's an energy of quality, right, over quantity. So finally, either you have tasted all the different things, you've tried them out, now you know what works for you. Now you know where, you want to dedicate and commit yourself to, whether it's tasks or in your personal life, in your social life, everything, right? So it's an energy of consolidation, of reducing clutter, of reducing the commitments, of piecing things out, of, being selective with your choices. And even Aries had a similar, Seven of Cups reverse, which means like they know which direction to go, not being confused. So a similar kind of energy. And Leo, Sun is in your sign, so it's officially your season. So spotlight being on you. It's like a solar return year where you kind of get a chance to plan your year out, like where is your focus going to be? How are you going to, what's the flavor of the next year going to be like? Are you going to be here, there, everywhere? Or are you going to keep fewer moving parts in your schedule in general? So I do feel that you are very selective, and that's helping you restore the balance in your life. That's helping you feel more calmer. Maybe you're taking to more meditation practices. But it's like, wherever you are, you want to just enjoy it fully. You don't want to be scattered, running from one to the other. If you're at one party, you just want to select one party, one event, and you want to just enjoy that fully instead of splitting, your time into two halves and two events and not making the most of any. So it's a more kind of sure thing, more kind of clearer thinking, clearer strategy, clearer planning, less scatteredness, um, less options, so that you're, today, in the real world, for everything, there's so many options, and it kind of causes a fatigue. So I feel that you're dropping all of the choices. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to pick one, and that's it for me. I don't want to get into, this better, or, this has so much of a deal. Let me just, do this or try that and this. You're like, never mind. I'm just going to choose quality over quantity. I'm more selective in your choices of everything. I feel it's from the mundane to the bigger options, when you're purchasing, or even bigger life decisions. So I do feel that you're having smaller to-do lists. You're not subscribed to so many things. I think your phone is flashing a little bit less. You might be, cutting out chat rooms as well. Like, you want to be selective as to which groups you want to belong to, which people you want to socialize or hang out with. Even if you had multiple side gigs, you want to be just like, I just want to commit to one gig and that's it. So, and it's a good thing. Now, if for some of you, this can be a consolidation energy as well, like you had things scattered here, then maybe it's assets you want to just consolidate into a few. The next card you have, Leo, is an energy, the card, it says you're the spaces between the words. So, I feel that, again, there is some energy of creating space, right? Of decluttering your schedule, of allowing yourself to be, to be idle by yourself, doing nothing. This can also be an energy of things that are unsaid. People don't say so many things, but then, you're able to pick that up. You're able to understand that. And, that as well has a lot of weight in your opinion. It's equivalent to what is said openly. What is not said also has equal weight for you at this point in time. So I feel that there is some kind of energy shift that you could be experiencing from very busy to more quieter days or more quieter weeks. I mean, you're planning it that ways. And I feel that it's the time, it's the sitting with your thoughts, sitting with your plans, sitting with your decisions, instead of being out there or expressing yourself or announcing things. Or if you're a social media person, instead of being there on the social media and posting too much, you're kind of taking a step back. You probably are enjoying the quiet and balanced or easy time rather than jumping into 100 other activities and things. This can also be you taking step away from things that feel chaotic. Now, this is also an energy of doing things in the background. It's like not having the focus on you, even though it's a little bit of a, kind of a contradictory energy, because it's your solar return year. So spotlight definitely is on you. But I feel that there is a dichotomy out here. I feel that you're choosing to be in the background. You don't want to be part of the headlines, I feel. So I also feel that, you prefer to have conversations that are deep, that are meaningful, versus, just small surface level talks with people. It's like, I'd rather be with myself rather than just have, those small talk conversations with people I'm never going to meet or never going to connect with. So there is some kind of an energy where you're processing things, you're organizing things, realigning things, giving it more thought, You're happy to be, stepping away from spotlight, which is, like I said, a little bit of a dichotomy here for your season. And I also feel that you're kind of paying attention to things that are unsaid. Of course you are paying it. You always pay attention to things that are said, but you're also listening to things that are unsaid from people and things like that. Now, for some of you, this can also be like you're taking to more spiritual practices. Maybe you're taking to more meditation. We're able to clear your mind. You're able to clear your space. You're able to get direction for the future. You're able to feel through things like what's right, what's the next action, what's the next thing I need to do or associate myself with. I think that there's a lot of feeling that, what is it that really draws you? What fact? So it's a little bit of a different energy than the typical Leo energy, All right, I definitely feel that it's more like uh, a kind of, I would say that more like by yourself, more, calm, cool, collected energy, more steady, more quieter, rather than reactive, rather than noisy, rather than always having the spotlight or moving here and there and chatting up a lot. It's a little different energy as compared to the archetypal Leo energy. And the last card for today, Leo, you have is a message from the universe, and it says authority. Whether it says your career is in the process of upgrade, there is an opportunity for you to become an authority in your field of work. Be the leader you wish you had. Now, if you see the picture, there is this person that is crowned already, So there you go. That's your leadership crown. That's your authority crown. But I feel that there is a gentleness to this authority. It's like the person is not looking, into or, to us. If the eyes of this person is facing down, it's a symbol of humility. It's a symbol of not being loud. So I feel that, there is a career upgrade. Things are looking up for you, which is, Jupiter is your boosting Jupiter. Leo is your boosting Jupiter and the sun. This is power. But I feel this power is more gentle this time. It's rooted in reality. It's a very grounded authority. It's a grounded presence. It's more substance, more quality, rather than spotlight chasing, which sometimes you can, kind of get spotlight chasing at times. So I do feel that the crown is yours here, Leo. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to be loud for it. You are that cool, calm, collected leader out here that is very much certain of themselves. That doesn't need to be here, there, everywhere to prove their authority. And I feel that's your energy shift from a archetypal Leo energy that's always loud to a Leo that has recognized that loudness is not the way to be authoritative, or loudness is not the way that, is required to wear the crown or to be recognized as the leader. So there is a lot of gentle energy to this authority out here, Leo. And that's what I felt. I felt like an energy shift from the, from the normal, from the regular new energy to, yes, the authority is there, but it's more gentle and more calm and more assured. So Leos, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. Now moving on to the sign of Sagittarius. So the first card you have for today, Sagittarius, is the Three of Swords. But it's in the reverse for you. This is the air suit, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius are the air elements. This has a good energy. If it's in the reverse, it's very good. There's an ostrich out here that's trying to, that's kind of like with the beak open, and there is an egg that with the heart, and then there's three swords that are piercing through it. But in the reverse for you, Sagittarius, this is like the swords losing their grip, right, and falling off. That's what the energy of reversal is, that the heartbreak, the grief, all of that, you have processed through it. You have transformed yourself through it. Three of Swords is an energy of transformation, like things that hurt you, you're kind of moving away from it. And yes, while the memory will not fully go away, but the hurt that it caused you, the pain that it caused you is definitely easing up. So whether this is a recent one or way back in the past, there is an energy that your heart is healing, whether it's through your own efforts, internal efforts, through meditation and other things that you did to ease up this pain, or it's through external counseling or talking to people that help you share the load. So I do feel that you have processed through this painful energy, and now you're kind of come out of this in a renewed way. So there is an energy of renewal. There's an energy of rebuilding. For some of you, it's like, closing out older things, finding the closure of situations of people, Could be anything, and healing, whether it's through disconnection or through deletion of any memories of the past through texts or any other artifacts or things that you probably had of those situations, you might be tearing that away or packing that away. And this is like genuinely feeling lighter. It's not a fake feeling lighter or fake smile, It's like genuinely, when you think about it, your heart doesn't weigh or doesn't feel as heavy, So the pressure is easing up. Your heart's feeling lighter. You have dropped that burden. You're dropping that burden. For some of you already have dropped it or are in the process of dropping it. And, along the way, you have worked through this thing, and you have understood like what it is that you're not going to settle for or repeat, So 3 of Swords is a situation that you're not going to repeat. Now, for some of you, this could be, I do feel that with, Sagittarius, like this is an energy of when you rethink of those situations, especially with Saturn now in Aries, which is in your 5th house, is what I'm picking up is this energy of, it's the last layers, because Saturn retrograde is going to make you go within of all those memories of the past, right? And if you have to cry it out, you'll feel lighter and never to visit that again or never to feel that kind of pain again. So it's like your last bit, that last 5%, 10% of things that surface is left to heal. But the most of it, 80%, 90% is already done, already been taken care of. Now, what might happen is as you think about past memories, there could be a possibility that other people involved in the situation are also thinking of those, and some of them might even be strong enough to reach out. Now, it's up to you whether you want to open the door or you finally found closure in a situation. That's going to be totally up to you. It's going to be different for each one of you. So I do feel that, things have been, lessons have been learned around a certain situation. You're letting it go, whether it's, either it's tags, a digital decluttering, or actual physical items. If you held any, releasing those that, reminded you or of the past grief in regards to a certain situation. So, it's definitely a good energy of, you bouncing back up and investing into your own self, in your healing, in your growth. This could also be in regards to your finances. Maybe you went through some kind of setbacks in regards to your finances. I feel that now you're bouncing back in regards to that as well. You're rebuilding your losses. You're regaining, you're rebuilding after certain kind of a financial loss. That is, if that's your situation. So it's a good rebuilding energy here, Sagittarius. The next card you have, Sagittarius, is the eruption of light. So this is a beautiful energy. This is about, not just divine light. Of course, that is one main element of it, where we allow divine light to work through us, to heal us. This is also an energy of, you praying, you praying and you connecting with the divine, whether it's through prayers or chanting, or whether it's to any, there are so many ways. There through meditation, could be through singing. There's a lot of singing energy also with this. Like, it's like things that you really feel and you wish for. You're letting those desires, you're speaking those desires to the universe. And now that could be through a singing, it could be through chants or any way. It could be prayers. But it's like, there's a strong connection to the divine white light out here for you, Sagittarius. So definitely there is like, a connection with the divine. And even your words, whatever you're speaking, because, words are kind of affirmations. They really hold a lot of power right now. You have the, maybe for some of you, you could be using your words powerfully, maybe for as a healing or, to heal people. For some of you, it could be that. This is also like, to bring light into areas that have, that have experienced darkness, whether it's in people's lives or certain situation. It's like an energy of uplifting people, to bring in your light to, to help them heal. 3 of Swords in the reverse for you. Now, this can be, you're using songs or prayers to heal your own self, or you're healing others through the experiences you have. You're sharing it, and that helps heal people as well, because they feel that you're the one, you kind of been there, and you know exactly you've handled it, and for all of us, we know that people who've been there in certain situations, when we listen to their experiences and how they handle it, it definitely gives us a hand to hold, a direction, some kind of pointers to deal with those situations and how we feel. And it kind of validation, it kind of confirms things that we feel. So for some of you, words are definitely important at this point in time to bring in light to people's situation. Maybe you're a counselor or healer, or you're just speaking, on a global platform to people about subjects. Maybe you're an influencer and you're picking up a subject that people, really want to hear about, So for some of you, it could be that you are sharing your experiences that is helping heal the world as well. And the last card for today's Sagittarius you have is a message from the universe, and it says, watch out. Whether it says there is more than meets the eye, be careful with whom you deal your finances with. Someone might be taking an advantage of your vulnerability. So, yeah, there is a fox energy. There is somebody who might be, for you, Sagittarius, I feel that, your guards have been up because of the Three of Swords, but now it's easing up. Your guards are coming down. So you're more approachable, you're talking more, you might be expressing more, you might be talking of your situation. And people are feeling that you're more emotionally open, and sometimes it happens that when you share a lot of your life's experiences, there is a spot right there that some kind, the people that are out there looking for some deals, bargains, money, financial favors and all of that will try to use your openness sometimes. It does happen. So this is just a caution energy. It's not like it's going to happen, but just be mindful when you're dealing around money, whether it's low on investment or investing time into people or lending and borrowing money and all of those financial ideas. So, or even sharing those ideas with people. So just because you're less guarded now, you're more open now because you're sharing more. So be mindful of not sharing too much about your finances or dealing with finances in general. So that's just a precaution, a measure that you keep your eyes open, especially when you're dealing with finances. So Sagittarius, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.